Alright, Shalom, giving all praise, honor and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rahawadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that rule well, and Shalom to you, Akim, pushing this word around the globe in faith and in truth and sincerity. As always, I'd like to start by saying that we are the real Hebrew Israelites. The real Israelites, these so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, Native Americans, West Indians and West Africans, predominantly. However, you are going to get Israelites that do look like the other nations, because Israel has been scattered amongst all people throughout our various captivities. But if the lineage of your forefathers goes back to the man in the Bible that was named Jacob, then you too are an Israelite no matter what you look like, because Numbers chapter 1 and verse 18 states that your nationality is determined by the lineage of your forefathers, okay? So I want to do a quick lesson on this here. This article, I read it on, I think, was it Saturday night? I think I read this. So I'm going to do a video on it now. Basically, it says, from the Metro News, CNN anchor breaks down live on TV after Biden win. So as most of you are probably aware, that Edomite devil Joe Biden won the election. And you got a lot of Jake who are getting behind this guy as if he's the Messiah, as if he's the person who's going to lead us out of this hellish captivity under Esau, when this man is nothing but a devil himself, and I'm going to prove that later on. But let's just read this and watch the video and get into it. So it says, a CNN commentator broke down live on air as Joe Biden was confirmed as the next US president. Van Jones was overcome with emotion when the Democratic candidate was declared the winner of what has turned out to be a fractious and protracted battle which President Donald Trump has since insisted is far from over. Mr. Jones said it was a good day for America. There are no good days for America, man. America means bitter. And it's a bitter place of our captivity, us Israelites. Anyway, it says, it's a good day for America, adding that the country can now reset. Choking back tears, he said, it's easier to be a parent this morning. It's easier to be a dad. It's easier to tell your kids character matters. Being a good person matters. He went on, it's easier for a whole lot of people. If you're a Muslim in this country, you don't have to worry if the president doesn't want you here. If you're an immigrant, you don't have to worry if the president's going to be happy to have babies snatched away or send dreamers back for no reason. That is bullshit, man. Overly sentimental bullshit, man. After wiping his eyes, he continued, it's really a vindication for a lot of people who have really suffered. You know, I can't breathe. It wasn't just George Floyd. That was a lot of people who felt that they couldn't breathe. Fucking nonsense, man. Every day you're waking up and getting these tweets, and you just don't know. And you're going to the store, and people who have been afraid to show you their racism are getting nastier and nastier to you. Now this raises the question: what would you rather? Would you rather people hate you and be racist about you behind your back and not in front of your face? Or would you rather not them just be honest and state their business and say, hey, look, man, I'm a racist, and what? Because the way I see it, better the devil you know than the devil you don't. Quite simple, really, man. Because at least then you know, hey, look, you know what, man? That guy ain't cool. Stay away from him. Rather than you have these people who will be up in your face being like, oh, how you doing, Jim? How you doing, bro? Oh, it's so good to see you. Then behind your back, they're like, oh, that fucking nigger. Can't stand them fucking niggers. You know, this is the world we live in, man. I guess this simpleton, Jake, would rather live in a la-la land where everybody's equal, even though historically Esau has proven that he's nothing but the devil. You know, from calling us less than human, you know, classifying us as like 3/5 of a man and all this kind of shit. This is the same devil we're dealing with, man. Anyway, I can't bother to read. This is pissing me off too much, man. Do you know what? It's like, I should calm my temper down. There's only a little bit more to go. Let me read this for edification's sake. You're worried about your kids. You're worried about your sister. And can she just go to Walmart and get back into her car without somebody saying something to her? Fucking overly sensitive petal people. You know, they're like, these people are sensitive like flower petals, man. and you're just spending so much of your life energy just trying to hold it together. Well, here's a little bit of advice. Why don't you spend some of that life energy and stop putting a razor to your head, man? Because the scriptures say you're not supposed to make baldness on your head. Look at this fucking Salaki, man. Look at this wimp, man. Totally effeminate wimp sitting there in the centre of the screen like this. You're a disgrace to your people, man. Anyway, this is a big deal for us just to be able to get some peace and have a chance for a reset. And the character of the country matters, and being a good man matters. So you're telling me Joe Biden's a good man? Well, I'm going to prove you wrong. I just want my sons to look at this, you know. It's easier to do it the cheat way and get away with stuff. But it comes back around. It comes back around. This is a good day for this country. Well, look, man. What do the scriptures say? Whosoever stealeth a man shall be put to death. Did not America steal people to build up that country? You know, you're not supposed to move another man's landmark. You're not supposed to steal another man's land. You're not supposed to steal people and sell them into slavery. The whole continent of America, as you know it today, was built off the back of raping, robbery, murders, death, deceit. That's why if you want to get ahead in this world, you've got to be a flipping scumbag, to put it lightly. Let's play this video, and I'm going to break apart this guy's whole doctrine. I'm about to end this whole man's whole career.
Well, it's easier to be a parent this morning. It's easier to be a dad. It's easier to tell your kids character matters. It matters. Telling the truth matters. Being a good person matters. And it's easier for a whole lot of people. If you're Muslim in this country, you don't have to worry if the president doesn't want you here. If you're an immigrant, you don't have to worry if the president's going to be happier to have babies snatched away or send dreamers back for no reason. This is vindication for a lot of people who have really suffered. You know, the I can't breathe. You know, that wasn't just George Floyd. That was a lot of people that felt that they couldn't breathe. Every day you're waking up and you're getting these tweets and you just don't know, and you're going to the store and people who have been afraid to show their racism are getting nastier and nastier to you, and you're worried about your kids and you're worried about your sister. And can she just go to Walmart and get back into her car without somebody saying something to her? And you spent so much of your life energy just trying to hold it together. And this is a big deal.
You know what? Listening to this guy talk, listening to that guy talk there, it reminds me of something, man. One of my pet hates personally is weak people. Like weak ass people with no backbone, no spine, no fighting them, man. And that's exactly what that guy was. And it kind of reminds me of like a child that's like when you're at primary school and someone's running to tell teacher about something and like, you know, that kind of, oh man. Calm your nerves, man. Get a sentence out your fucking mouth. Be a man. Gird up thy loins and show yourself a man. Does the scriptures not say that? Let me get that. Now, I'm not saying that it's wrong to cry. But I'm going to use the lyrics of my parents here, where whether for better or worse, this is why I was raised. It was like, they'd say to me, stop crying before I give you something to cry about. You know? So you don't cry for nothing like that, man. Especially since you're supposed to be a man. But all these men in this society are overly effeminate anyway. Just looking for a scripture. I think it was even in Job. Yeah, man, this is a heavy scripture because when Job was catching hell, Most High was like, oh, I'm in Job already. That's beautiful. Job 40:7. Look. And then I'm going to start from 6, Job 40:6. And then answered Yahweh unto Job out of the whirlwind and said, gird up thy loins like a man, and I will demand of thee, and declare thou unto me. So the Most High weren't playing, man. Most High was not playing when he told Job, gird up thy loins like a man. He was like, you know what, man? Get right, man, because I'm going to demand answers from you. And if you're effeminate, like, it is so much easier. You're not going to get very far with the Most High like that, man. Anyway, this guy said it's easier to be, you know, truth matters and character matters. Well, what kind of character does stuff like this? Let's have a look. I'm going to play this video, yeah? This is your new hero, your new elected president. Now tell me.
We met before. It's hard to forget those eyes.
What kind of a man? Yeah, what kind of a man? This guy, what is he, 70s or some shit like that? What kind of a man walks around touching the faces of young girls like that? You don't go touching people's faces, man. Another thing my parents taught me, which should serve me well, keep your hands to yourself, man. You know, if I see someone else's daughter and I'm meeting them for the first time, you think I'm going to be all rubbing up their face and shit like that, no matter how old they are? It's just not something that, it's not good manners, man. I just, doesn't feel right to me to be putting your hands on someone else's body like that. You know, it's not like they're two grown consenting adults.
Lollipop. It's gonna come.
Got us all.
Just look at the camera, and we're gonna have lollipop. It's gonna go in your mouth right after, like right after.
Keep going. You're standing right next to me. There you go. And then we're gonna have.
There you go.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. And if you want the back, you can spread out a little bit.
Keep going. You're standing right.
See, that dude's got a vice-like grip, man. But you see, the thing is, man, what these people do behind closed doors kind of comes out through their actions. Now, a lot of these people who are high up in this political arena are closet pedophiles and all kinds of filth, man, to be getting up into them high echelons of Esau society. You got to have all kinds of dirt on your rap sheet, man. So look at this guy's face, man, and look at the girl's face. You don't want to go next to him, but there he is, like, you know, grabbing her in, like, get over here kind of thing, you know? Fucking devil.
Next to me. There you go. And then we're gonna have.
There you go.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. And if you want the back, you can spread out a little bit.
No, not smile. No, days till you're 30. Hey, Angel, how old are you? You're 12. What's your name? How are you? The problem is, you know, you guys, you got a hard time. You know what I mean? All right, sister. I like kids better than people. Do you know what my dad used to say? His granddaughters have one.
That's a sexual predator if ever I saw one, man. Get out of here. That's a sexual predator if ever I saw one. So let's get some scriptures and close this out. That Jake there who was crying, he basically wants Caesar to rule over him. He's got that we've got no king but Caesar spirit on him, man, which a lot of Jake have got. Now the scriptures say we're not supposed to set any rule over us that's from another nation. Now that Joe Biden is an Edomite, quite frankly, you know, and we're not supposed to have anybody from another nation ruling over us. Let me read the book of John chapter 19 and verse 15. This is when they're Alright. Let me read from 19 and 9 and 8. John 19 and 8, it says, this is when Yahushua went before Pontius Pilate before his crucifixion. When Pilate therefore heard that saying, he was more afraid, and went again unto the judgment hall, and saith unto Yahushua, Whence art thou? But Yahushua gave him no answer. Then saith Pilate unto him, Speakest thou not unto me? Knowest not that I have the power to crucify thee, and have the power to release thee? And Yahushua answered, Thou couldst have no power at all against me, except it were given thee from above. Therefore he that delivered me unto thee hath the greater sin. And from thenceforth Pilate sought to release him, but the Jews cried out, saying, If thou let this man go, thou art not Caesar's friend. Whosoever maketh himself a king speaketh against Caesar. So this is what these reprobate two-third niggers were saying back in the day, man. They were saying that they'd rather have the Edomite Caesar and King Herod and them rule over them than their true Lord, which is Yahushua, the King of Kings. And when Pilate therefore heard that saying, he brought Yahushua forth and sat down in the judgment seat in a place that is called the pavement, but in Hebrew, Gabbatha. And it was the preparation of the Passover, and about the 6th hour, and he saith unto the Jews, Behold your king. Here's the point. But they cried out, Away with him, crucify him. And Pilate saith unto him, Shall I crucify your king? The chief priests answered and said, We have no king but Caesar. And they delivered him therefore unto them to be crucified, and they took Yahushua and led him away. Now, those wicked two-third Israelites are back in the reincarnation today, and it wouldn't surprise me, actually